Hello my crochet friends, this is Lady Jana and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about where to find patterns, especially where to find patterns in magazines. Yes folks, you can find your patterns in magazines. Besides looking online, go to your grocery store, go to Walmart, you'll find plenty of magazines. I went to Walmart, I found this Crochet World magazine, and this is the June issue. And sometimes you can find things very interesting. In this particular magazine, you've got 28 patterns. If you want to know what patterns you do get, flip to the last page of your magazine, and here are all of the nice crochet patterns. So these are all the nice things you can find. Also including in this magazine, you will find a stitch guide. They explain all of the stitches that are going to be used in this magazine. And also you've got your skill levels right here. Let me just show you your skill levels. You got from the very beginner to the most challenging. And also it gives you some instructions or some information about the standard yarn weight system. That is also very exciting to know. Also you've got your buyer's guide. I have not read it, but it looks like it has store or internet information, Annie's, Burnett, Michael's, Omega, and so forth. From this magazine, I did do a creation. And this is what I made. This is a wrist rest cushion. One thing I wanted to share with you is the way these patterns are written. They're definitely written differently than from what you see online. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about how the patterns are written in this magazine, how easy it is to follow. So again, this is the pet wrist rest cushion that I made. You either do the cat head or a dog head. You've got your little tail, very interesting. And yeah, this was actually very fun to do. Now, because the pattern comes from a magazine, the magazine has to be purchased, so I cannot show you the complete pattern for this. So if you're interested in doing this precise project, you will need to buy the magazine. I'll place the magazine information down in the description box. Let's look at the information together. The designer's name. It will tell us how difficult this is. So finished measurements, the material we need. Of course, if you want your wrist rest to be a little bit bigger, you can use larger yarn. If you don't have like 3, you can use 4, which I did, but a smaller crochet. Since it's not something that I'm going to be wearing, I don't really care about the gauge in this situation. So this is all the info. You do have the gauge that you can test to see if it's going to match the measurements. That's up to you. You've got little pattern notes, little side notes, and then you start with the cushion. In this case, it tells you to make 2. But what I did is I made 2 because the pattern tells you to make 2 of these stripes, but I didn't. I made a full color one side and the stripe color the other side. You do what you want. You don't have to do exactly what the pattern tells you to do. So let's start this together. It tells us to do is with pecan, which is a color. I'm just going to use what I have here. Chain 19, single crochet in second chain from hook, single crochet in each REM remaining, chain across, and turn. So in total you should end up with 18 single crochets. Let's do this together. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do our slip knot. I do have video on how to do this. And then you chain 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19. Now next it says to single crochet in each remaining chain, but before we have to single crochet in the second chain from hook. So this is 1, and the second one is right here. So you have to do a single crochet, and then within the remaining stitches you do a single crochet to the end. And I normally count when I do this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is your 18 single crochet. It does say after to turn, so this means that you turn your work like this. And if we look at row number 2, wants us to do chain 1, so 1 chain, and then you single crochet in each of the single crochet across, and then you turn again. Okay, so let's do that. I just turned, so I'm going to do 1 chain, and then within the first stitch I'm going to do a single crochet, and I'll do 18 across. And that's how you do it. Now I'm not going to do the whole thing with you because this gets repeated. So you do 18 in total. You do the whole chain. Once you're at the end, you turn. Once you're at row 4, this is where it's get complicated because you have to change color. I'm going to show you how to change color. So go ahead, do row 2, row 3, and I'll be back to explain to you row 4. I will show you quickly how the color change is made, but just to let you know, I will be coming out with a video that explains to you different ways to change color. So the way that I do it for this pattern is instead of starting the color on the 4th row, I started on the last stitch of my 3rd row. This is the last stitch of my 3rd row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the last stitch completely. I'm going to redo it. My single crochet, you go through your work, you pick up the same color yarn, you pull through, and then the next pull through will be with the next color. So I'm going to put this one aside, pick up my color that I'm going to be needing for the next row, and then this is the color that I'm going to pull through. Like this. And then you follow the rest of the instructions. You turn your work, you chain 1 with the new color, and then you start crocheting, doing your single crochet. And that's how you do it. Let's do that again, one more time. So on my last single crochet from the previous row, from row 3, I start my last single crochet, and just before I yarn over the last yarn over, I pick up my new color and I yarn over with the new color. And then I follow the rest of the instructions. I turn, I chain 1, and then I start doing the single crochets. change the color and do exactly what row 2 is, which is chain 1 and a single crochet in each. And then you continue, and that's how you do it for this pattern. Next thing I want to show you is how to start the head. So up until now, the head was started a little bit differently. Here it is, head. With anything that is spherical or any spheres, we would start by using magic circle or magic ring. In this case, it's different. Okay, so instead of a magic ring, this is what it tells us to do. With lace, which is the color, you chain 2, then you do 9 single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then you place your stitch marker. So let me just show you what it means. First of all, you start with your slip knot. One, two, and then it tells you do 9 single crochet in the second chain from hook. The second chain from hook is this one. So you have to do 9 single crochets. This can be a little bit difficult because all of the stitches will be bunched up. So let's start. So this is 1, and then go back 2, and then 3. And you have to go around 4. You have to turn 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let me just show you what it does. See, it does exactly what a magic ring does, but the difference is that even if you pull on the tail, it's not gonna close the hole that's inside. The hole will still be there. It's not gonna go away. And you would sew this on the head. But here, all of your stitches are here. Let me just do that again with you. Let's do a slip knot. And then 1 and 2. This is my second chain, and you start your 9 single crochets within it. So that's 1, 2. Sometimes it's hard to find the same space, but you have to hold your work and you have to look for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There it is. You just follow the rest of the instructions. Don't forget, your stitch markers here are very important. They're always important. Mark your stitch as the pattern tells you, and then you just continue on. Just to show you quickly, this is the dog and this is the cat that I've already made. And these were fun to do. The next difficulty is stitching everything together. Within the next few weeks, I will do a few tutorial videos about changing colors and assembling different parts together. I hope they enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have yourself a great day. Take care. See you in the next video.